So here's what I did in order to not make a hole through the wall in order to fish this cable down here. So what I did is that I cut out the hole for the electric box, and then what I have here is the swiffer setup. So just go out and get yourself a swiffer and take it apart, or rather don't build it yet if you have a new one. Remove a pretty good amount of insulation. You can just stuff it right back in there after you're done with this. I removed a really good amount. There's a whole bag of that outside of here. And then what you're going to do is that you're going to put in one swiffer stick at a time with this end, or with an end that's tied off at the end so that it doesn't get lost in there, right? And this is going to be your end that you're holding the stick with. So as you put one swiffer stick in, push it down, right? You're going to have space on the top here. You're going to be able to go ahead and have this stick sticking out like that. You can stick another stick onto it, and then in order to get the third one on, push this down, slip the third one up, bring this back up, and you can connect both. The cool thing about Swiffer is that they have these tabs which allow you to lock the whole mechanism into place. So I am now in the process of actually taking it apart. So if you want to just check out how I'm going to do this, I'll put the camera here. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to take this thing apart now. Make sure your cable stays where you want it at the bottom. What's cool about this is that you can just buy more Swiffers in order to extend the pole. Anyways, I think this is a great little hack. Alright, come on. Get a grip on this. I mean, if anything, I'll probably just, here we are. I'll just use my pliers. Hold this, pull this one. I mean, honestly, if you don't care about losing the Swiffer, cool, just leave it in there. Anyways, it's coming apart, as you can tell. So now I'm going to go ahead and push this down. Take the cable out of this one by pulling it out, right? Here we are. Voila. Take it out nice and slowly so that you don't have to cut any of the cable off. Take out your next pull. Again, I'm going to be careful to not disconnect this, or to not take this cable out. So I'm just going to tie it down here so it doesn't come out. The cable that I just fished through here. What you can do is give it some slack so that when you pull up the next, these Swiffers are going to come up. See, if you take out enough insulation, you'll be able to just actually put your hand through here pretty deep. And alright, here we are. This is the end. I'm going to go ahead and take one, and then two. Alright, so again, pull it up so that you can take apart the tabs here. Put the tabs in. You might need some help in pushing your tabs in. I mean, honestly, this beats having to buy a $100 magnet set, because your Swiffer is going to be about, I don't know, 20 bucks or something. Okay, there it is. Hold on to the bottom Swiffer metal stick. There you are. Actually, you don't need to. I lied there. Alright, there it is. There's another one coming out. Do it nice and slow because the edges of the Swiffer are not necessarily smooth. Okay, now the last one. And again, look, if this is too much trouble, you can just leave the Swiffer in there. You know what I mean? It's really... Okay, we did it. We just fished this cable through the wall without having to cut anything else in here. If you want to know what my project is, it's a light sconce. So now that I have electricity here, I'll plug my electric box in. So again, I think this is pretty straightforward. Cut your hole, take out a really good amount of insulation so that you can have some space to play around with the Swiffer when you start it off. So what I did that. I started playing around with my Swiffer setup that I showed you guys. Came down here, made a hole. This is through some cabinets that I made here. So I made it through the cabinet, and because I'm actually going to install a switch for the sconce so that it goes off and on with the control. Anyways, I made a hole through here and a hole through the wall, and then I just took my time in playing around to figure out when the Swiffer was here, right? And I was able to get it. So anyways, I hope this helps out.